What is up, guys? YodaDaWise here, back again, making another new video here. Something I wanted to touch on was just a couple things here. One, you're able to get T12 for free. I'm going to show you how. And yes, it works. I know there's been a lot of debate. If you haven't figured it out already, cool. That's why you're watching this. So anyways, we're going to talk about how to get to the T12 for free during this Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year event. Then we're going to kind of touch base on Hancock a little bit. I personally just got him through the chests a little bit ago. I was able to look on a guildmates who got him through doing the faction tasks, and he's already got his skills up to 60, so we're going to take a look at his skills, what they would look like when they're 60, and then I'm going to kind of dive into a video of my Hancock going against one of the behemoths, and how he works in a sense, in terms of what you need to focus on in terms of this commander and gear, and how his skills are really wrapped around his gear. So let's take a look. So from here, you're going to go to the event icon, click on it. You're going to scroll down to the time limit item redeem. Then you're going to scroll down to the optional soldier chest, which you can get a T9, you can get a T10, you can get T11, and then there's the T12 at the bottom. Now, you do have to have a level 21 bridge to get UC, and that's the only way to get these boxes. But here I'm going to open it up. You get to select one of the three. You get 6 of the infantry, 3 of the walker, 2 of airship. So right here, then once you open it, you select it to gain them. And I'm going to show you real quick that here I can view them in my barracks, but I can't select them because I don't have the research. But I can also attack with them. And here, I've already opened a box before this video, so I have 4. A couple more days here, and I'll be able to get 2 more for a total of 6. So something I thought was kind of fun for the forts right now too. They made it to where there's like fireworks going off on them, so it kind of plays into the new Chinese New Year theme. The whole with the firecrackers and the fireworks that you get from farming and all that fun stuff. I thought it was pretty cool. Usually we have a whole bunch of people just wrapped around our fort, so I never really noticed it. So that was pretty cool to find and see. So let's talk about Hancock. Alright, so his first skill up in the top left corner here is Feral Strength. It's a 30% chance to trigger before action. All enemy units attack and defense decrease by 90%. So this is at level 60 until the end of the battle. This could be huge in the form of, I saw a guildmate go from a very minimal to quadrupling his attack because of Feral Instinct just stacking. So it stacks. It helped him hit very hard, and it's one reason why you don't need to have a lot of attack gear on him. And the reason for that is when you look at Feral Instinct, it's a 100% chance to trigger when the battle begins. All allied units receive a shield that absorbs damage equal to 12% of their total HP until the end of the battle. Can only be triggered once. So it's kind of like in the way of Gilly's preemptive skill, to where it doesn't matter what kind of troop type you have, it's going to trigger at the beginning before anything else happens, whether you're first or your opponent's first. But the other part of that is the shield that it has is going to equal to 12% of HP. So you're going to have the HP that's given from the whatever troops you're using at that moment. You're going to have all the HP that's given from the gear, and then you're going to have whatever HP is going to be added due to whatever arc hull that you're using, or guild fort buffs. So it's all going to be based on how much HP you got. So he's a tank. In the same way that, you know, you want to build Rogers to survive, so you can, if you have his defensive skill up to 60, once he triggers it at least 3 times, you're impenetrable. With him, he pretty much acts in the same way, but it's all going to be dependent on how much HP you throw on him. And that's really the biggest thing when it comes to Hancock. Now, when you come to look at my Hancock, he's a lot smaller. I have upped his gear, or not his gear, but I've upped his skills since this video was made. But this was against a Crimson Behemoth level 6, which it equates to a level 20 regular monster. We can make a video about that later, but basically, the event monsters 1 through 6, they all pretty much resemble a regular monster on the map. Anything above a 6 is just it's something different because they use tier 9. So let's look at this one. So he does win, but, and as you see, Feral Instinct goes, but the back row disappeared. Why? Because the Behemoth's attack was enough to surpass the HP, so the immunity went away. And right there again, the first whole row, immunity went away. It only lasts as long as your opponent's attack doesn't exceed what your HP is. So if you don't have enough HP and their attack is going to hit harder than that, then it's going to soften the blow, but it's not going to last as long as you'd like it to. I wish I had a video right now of showing Feral Instinct in the manner, but if you have that HP, or here's a better way to put it. If you have HP that you would put on Elf, for example, that's when he just comes immune to everything. It takes a lot to get him to die. But at the same time, going back to Gilly, it's only going to last as long as so many turns. I don't remember how many rounds it goes. I've been pretty impatient with those, watching those replays. But I know with Gilly, after a certain amount of turns have gone through, or rounds have gone through all the, 6 of each side, her preemptive strike disappears, and then your commander is able to use all his jewels and all jewel that you set into it. Now, same thing with the Feral Instinct. I'm assuming at some point it probably disappears, because either one, it's just, it's absorbed as much attack as it can in terms of that 12% of your additional HP that it gives, or after so many turns, it just, okay, well, this has gone long enough, it's time to do something else. So that'll be something to look for, just to kind of play with and whatnot. It's definitely a good utility comm for, I can see it being a good utility comm in Galactic Battle, just for people like me who are more airship than they are walker. So it kind of gives me something new to play with. It probably will, just add on to that extra if you're using SWE against infantry. Even if they have, a shadow chest piece, it'll probably help with, softening whatever blow that the RWE negates from whatever SWE you have, which the math is insane if they have APOC gear on and above 40 shadow chest with at least 2 Aquarius to add an additional 30%, and it makes it pretty difficult to SWE at that level. For what was it? Oh, we'll do the math in another video, but basically too, I want to end this off just kind of showing off, I guess. It was kind of fun. Everyone, I remember when the level 9 came out was when they first introduced the Crimson Behemoth about a year ago, I think it was now, for this event last year, I believe. And I think maybe it was 2 years ago. I don't remember. But I know until the Behemoths came around a second time, I wasn't in a place where I could really attack the level 9. So with this one, I already knew I could win. I've already beaten a 9 before, so with this one I knew. I just kind of wanted to see how it'd go with Dragon Slayer. So that's the gear I have. It was mostly on the attack. I have my other gear that you saw in the other video when I did the breakdown. But this is a good way to set up for level 9, because they're going to get the first strike no matter what. But I thought it was pretty insane on how hard Dragon Slayer hit right there. Look at that. That was crazy. It was pretty exciting too. So, I hope this helps. I hope you're able to, if you're not at Bridge 21, I hope you're saving up the event items so you can, and hopefully your guild mates can help you get to Bridge 21 before, in the next, few days here. It's kind of a rare thing. You don't really see it, this kind of stuff, ever from 7 Pirates, so it was pretty cool. It gives me something to kind of play with, along with other people who will probably never see Tier 12. On the flip side of that too, kind of a mini breakdown of Hancock helped out with understanding there. I hope, something to take from that is that all your gear really needs to be tanky. It needs to be HP based. Your Valkyries, your Eternal Barriers. I have the faction pants on, and Invincible. So also, if you have the Fearless pants will go really well with him as well. But like I said, HP is the focus there. You don't really need to have much attack on him. His feral strength is gonna compensate for not having too much attack gear on him. Please like and subscribe down there. Hit the little like button and the subscribe. If you've had any questions, or you want to add to what I put on here, feel free to drop a comment. I respond as soon as I see it. Which I check the stats almost every other day, so I'll respond pretty quick. I'm YodaDaWise. Aladdin.